The ice melts slow in a plated glass. Cigar smoke swirls like a ghost that won't pass. Velvet seas, they cradle the years. Each crack in the leather holds laughter and tears. Slow blue serve neat, no sugar, no lime, just a taste of the past in the pour of the time. Bartender's wisdom is smooth as a ride. You drink to remember, but forget by and by. A saxophone whispers in shadows and haze, each note like a photo from long lost days. The Hammond hums low like a heart that won't heal, while the bass draws a line you can't help but feel. Memories linger like smoke in the air. They sting your eyes, but you can't help but stay. Slow blues serve me, no sugar, no lime, just a taste of the past in the pour of the time. Bartender's wisdom's as smooth as the ride. You drink to remember, but forget by and by. That old Gibson croons with a voice like regret, plucking strings of a love you can't quite forget. The amber glow flickers a flame in the night, casting long shadows on what once felt so right.
The smoke curls slow, a phantom waltz. It clings to velvet, it halts, it stalls. The ice in my glass whispers, stay a while, as the bartender nods with a knowing smile. Gentle eyes at table 3, soft as the whiskey, smooth as can be. We sip on words we'll never mean, in the glow of amber, unseen, serene. A saxophone sighs in the corner dim. playing secrets that the shadows trim. Her laugh, a note, hangs in the air. Perfume mingling, a sweet despair. The night is young, but the heart is wise. It's written in the gaze of her clever eyes. Gentle eyes at table 3, soft as the whiskey, smooth as can be. We toast a truce we'll never claim. Love's a spark, but never a flame. The bartender pours his quiet advice. Plated whiskey ice, cold but precise. He's seen these stories 1,000 times. Velvet seats hold the weight of rhymes.
Streetlights hum like they're singing my name. Neon flicker, but it don't feel the same. Echoes bounce off the wall of my brain. Cold coffee on the counter, whiskey by my side, empty bar stools watching as I swallow my pride. Cold coffee on the counter, and a heart I can't hide. Wind's got teeth cutting through my coat. City whisper, but it don't take no. Every shadow feels like a sinking boat. Rain on the pavement is painting my past. Every drop falls slower, but nothing will last. Cold coffee on the counter, whiskey by my side, empty bar stools watching as I swallow my pride. Cold coffee on the counter, and a heart I can't hide. That jukebox ain't playing, stuck in its ways, just like me in these long lost days. Smoke curls up like a ghost in the night. I'm here, but I'm fading out of the fight. voice cracks softly, a crystal hymn, a plated whiskey filled to the brim. Smoke curls like secrets in the velvet air. Cigar whispers linger like memories there. The bartender grins with a knowing nod, says, son, life's a riddle, not a facade. Bourbon notes under my breath, telling tales of love and death. A toast to the night and the shadows it keeps, where romance lingers, melancholy sleeps. Her laugh was a saxophone, low and sweet, a melody haunting in a dim-lit retreat. Velvet seats held stories, worn yet grand, like pages torn from a lover's hand. Son, he said, each sip's a scar, a map of the heart, wherever you are. Bourbon notes under my breath, telling tales of love and death. A toast to the night and the shadows it keeps, where romance lingers and melancholy sleeps. The ice melts slow in plated glass, like the minutes that refuse to pass. Cigar smoke curls a ghostly thread, echoes of words we left unsaid. Your perfume lingers, faint but true, in the low light. I'm haunted by you. Your perfume in the low light, a shadow that holds me tight. Velvet whispers, amber glow, a love we had, a love I know. Still it lingers through the night, your perfume in the low light. bartender leans with a knowing smile. He's heard my story mile by mile. Saxophone sighs a soft lament. Each note feels like a letter I never sent. The velvet seat remembers too every stolen glance, every rendezvous. The organ hums, the air grows still. Time plays its tricks and always will. Your perfume in the low light, a shadow that holds me tight. Velvet whispers, amber glow, a love we had, a love I know. Still it lingers through the night. Your perfume in the low light. If wisdom comes from whiskey sting, then why do memories still cling? The past plays tricks, it cuts and heals, but your scent remains, it's all I feel. The ice clinks slow like a ticking clock. Whiskey whispers in its amber frock. A saxophone sighs, soft and thin, while smoke and silk settle on my skin. Smoke and silk on my skin tonight. Memories swirling in the low amber light. The bartender smiles, his eyes know my sin. It's smoke and silk on my skin again. A velvet chair cradles my weary frame. The past leans in, calling my name. Cigar ghosts dance where the air grows thin, and time wears the taste of smoke and silk on my skin. The organ hums like a lover's sigh, while shadows waltz and the moments fly. skin tonight. Memories swirling in the low amber light. The bartender nods, pours wisdom within. It's smoke and silk on my skin again. Was a tune. We laughed at the stars, we kissed at the moon. Now she's a shadow, a dream I let in, and I'm left with the echo of smoke and silk on my skin. Velvet fingers on the glass, whiskey whispers as moments pass. The smoke curls slow like a fading past. The bartender nods, no words required, just a look that says, kid, you're tired. In this room, even silence feels inspired. Velvet fingers on the glass, time is slipping slick as brass. Memories linger, shadows cast here in this amber glow, where the heart moves slow. A saxophone croons, soft and sly, echoes of love in a sepia sky. The velvet seats cradle stories untold. Cigar smoke drapes like secrets of old. Ice clinks its rhythm, steady and cold. a mirror, each note a flame. Every goodbye whispers your name. The ice clinks salt in plated glass. A slow dissolve, the moments pass. The smoke curls up, a whispered prayer, but my heart's still stuck in that leather chair. I never left that leather chair, the one by the bar with the velvet stair. The world spun around, I stayed right there. I never left that leather chair. The bartender speaks in riddled rhyme, pouring truths with a splash of time. He said, love's a ghost you can't repair. And I sank deeper in that leather chair. The saxophone cried, low and sweet, a tune for the lost, a quiet retreat. I never left that leather chair, where her perfume danced in the amber air. Her laugh still lingers, a sweet despair. I never left that leather chair. Memories waltz in the haze of night. Cigar smoke shadows, dim bar light. A hand in mine, a fleeting care, but her goodbye stitched in that leather chair. I never left that leather chair. The pavement like a slow sad song. Neon flickered broken where the nights are long. Whiskey in my hand, but it don't feel strong. She left when the rain came, lived without a word, footsteps Footsteps in the puddle, the only sound I heard. She left when the rain came, vanished in the blur. Empty bar stools, staring like ghosts in a row. A jukebox coughing static, where the memories flow. Her shadows in the doorway, but it won't let go. Every drop on the window, a tear she never cried. She left when the rain came, left without a word. Footsteps in the puddle, the only sound I heard. She left when the rain came, vanished in the blur. Chicago streets hum with a lonesome tune. I'm out of cold weather, like the cry of the moon. I light another cigarette, try to forget too soon. The rain hits the pavement like a slow jazz tune. Neon signs flicker, drowning out the moon. Belmont's ghost whispers, but it won't call my name. Broken strings on Belmont, they still try to sing. A bottle of bourbon, the weight of everything. The night plays tricks, but it don't mean a thing. The bartender's wiping with no one left behind. Empty bar stools, shadows keep the time. A jukebox sighs, another heart's rewind. Whiskey burns, the soul it learns, but the city don't stop, it just turns. Broken strings on Belmont, they still try to sing. A bottle of bourbon, the weight of everything. The night plays tricks, but it don't mean a thing. Streetlights dance with puddles, a Noir ballet, where the mother cries, where the words won't stay. The Strat's last breath, faded nose decay.
sax hum low, a velvet sigh. Cigar smoke waltzed in the amber sky. The bartender leaned, his eyes like years, whispered truths drowned in plated spheres. We talked until the ice gave up, whiskey warm in a heavy cup. Time slipped soft like an old refrain and left us with the amber stain. They curl like rising steam, half-formed truths, a fading dream. Velvet seating, a lover's throne, two shadows made a world. Was shy, it hid its face in that amber-hued eternal space. We talked until the ice gave up, whiskey warm in a heavy cup. Time slipped soft like an old refrain and left us with the amber stain. Bartender's wisdom, a quiet hum. Love is a song that's never done. The sax kissed the air, a sweet goodbye. As we lingered there, just you and I. The sax sighs low, like a love grown cold. A hammer hum, warm stories untold. The bartender polishes his wisdom in glass. Each pour a memory, each sip a past. Velvet seats cradle secrets, soft and sly. The clock forgot us, no need to ask why. In the lounge where time stands still, cigar smoke curls, bending to its will. Whiskey whispers played it on the ice. A bittersweet moment, a touch of spice. Gibson hums through the amber haze. Its mellow tone recalls those golden days. The bass walks slow like lovers in step. Brush drums tap secrets they've always kept. The bartender nods, a sage in disguise, serving truth with a glint in his eye. In the lounge where time stands still, cigar smoke curls bending to its will. Whiskey whispers played it on the ice. A bittersweet moment, a touch of spice. The ice clings low in my whiskey glass, a sound like time slipping too fast. Smoke curls lazy like dreams that fade. Each memory a debt I've long since paid. So here's a toast to someone I forgot, a name, a face tied in a sailor's knot. Was it love or just a fleeting thought? A toast to someone I forgot. Velvet seats hold the weight of my past. Bartender nods, nothing good ever lasts. The saxophone sighs as if it knows that every romance eventually goes. But oh, the nights we thought would stay, how they dim and drift away. So here's a toast to someone I forgot, a name, a face tied in a sailor's knot. Was it love or just a fleeting thought? A toast to someone I forgot. And hums the organ's tune, a soft lament beneath the moon. And in this amber glowing haze, I can't recall the best of days.
The ice clinks off in plated glass. Each crack a whisper of the past. Cigar smoke curls a ghostly dance. Through velvet shadows, a second chance. The bartender nods, no need for words. His wisdom hums like unseen birds. Whiskey photographs framed in gold, stories sipped and secrets told in amber light. The memories gleam, a smoky blur, a lover's dream. The saxophone sighs a lonesome tune. A melody that fills the room. The bar stool creaks, a quiet plea. For tales of love and mystery. Your laugh still lingers, soft and low. A shadow etched where candles glow. Whiskey photographs framed in gold. Stories sipped, secrets told in amber light. The memories gleam, a smoky blur, a lover's dream. Velvet seating, a throne for the lost.
pours, his eyes like rain. A silent witness to joy and pain. Whiskey photographs framed in gold, stories sipped and secrets told in amber light. The memories gleam, a smoky blur, a lover's dream.
A curl of smoke, glass of gold. The night unfolds, so smooth, so cold. The bartender pours, he's heard it all. Loves that rise and hearts that fall. Velvet seas catch whispered tunes, and there you are across the room. Amber eyes, they catch the light, a sparkle warm in the velvet night. Every glance, a silent bloom. Amber eyes across the room. Saxophone moans, a bittersweet cry, echoing dreams that never die. The whiskey melts, the ice speaks low, time slows down, but where does it go? Your shadow sways, a perfect plume. Amber eyes across the room. Cigars curl stories into the air of loves that were and those still there. The bartender smirks, says, "Kid, don't wait." The sweetest moments don't hesitate. Amber eyes, they steal the show. A quiet fire, a steady glow. Every glance, it seals my doom. Amber eyes across the room. Mature romance, it's a subtle play, a careful game where words delay. But one soft smile, it shifts the air, a
whispered death, a stolen stare. In this amber-lit cocoon, amber eyes across the room.
Neon signs hum, they don't say much. Sidewalks shine with a whiskey touch. Streetlights broken, flickers dim. Feels like the city's sinking in. The air tastes heavy, like a lie. This room's got secrets I can't buy. A room with too many secrets. They lean on the walls and stare, whispering low in the shadows, but nobody's really there. Stools empty, go sit tall. They drink the silence, hear it fall. The mirror holds a face I know, but it's cracked, so the truth won't show. Box plays a song of sin.
Streetlights hum a quiet tune. Broken bottle, shadows strewn, sidewalk crack like maps of pain. Neon flicker, red and blue, reflections twist, they lie to you. This city knows my name. Last bar with no patron, just me and the clock. Whiskey whispers louder than the tick and the top. I'm here, but I'm gone, lost in a sad, sweet song. Bartender's ghost, he pours me true. An empty room, a bitter booth. Every chair's a story untold. Glass half full, but my heart's bone dry. This jukebox moans a goodbye sigh. The air feels 10 years old. Rain taps like fingers on the pane. Chicago weeps, it hides its pain.
Ice whispers soft in a plated glass, a slow melting echo of nights that won't last. The saxophone sighs like a love gone astray, and the smoke curls up where the dreams decay. The bartender nods, his wisdom worn thin. He's seen every ending and where they begin. Here's the last song the bar still remembers, a tune that flickers like dying embers. Each note a ghost, each chord a plea, for the lives we live, or the lives we'll never be. Velvet seats cradle the weight of despair, while shadows of laughter hang in the air. A cigar
marks the time we've lost, the lingering days. The organ hums low like a heart out of tune, and the bass line hums secrets to the darkened saloon. Oh, the stories these walls could tell of heaven touched and brushed by hell. It's the last song the bar still remembers, a tune that flickers like dying embers, each note a ghost, each chord a plea for the lives we live and the lives we'll never be. The clock ticks soft like a distant regret, a rhythm of moments we'll never forget. Whiskey eyes meet in a glance it won't last. Two strangers held by the pull of the past. Oh, ice in my glass whispers and sighs like a lover who's learned how to say goodbye. Cigar smoke curls, it paints the air, a ghostly swirl, it lingers there. Velvet seats hold secrets, worn and deep. Memories awake where shadows creep. Cigar ash on old memories, they fade and fall like autumn leaves. The bartender says, son, time won't freeze, just sip it slow, let the whiskey tease. Cigar ash on old memories. The saxophone moans a velvet plea, telling tales of love and mystery. I see her face in the amber glow, a silhouette of a time I used to know. Clock hands drag, yet they seem to race as I chase the ghost of her embrace. The bar stool wobbles, but the truth stands tall. You can't outrun the echoes that call. Cigar ash on old memories, they fade and fall like autumn leaves. The bartender says, son, time won't freeze, just sip it slow, let the whiskey tease. Cigar ash organ hums like a prayer at dusk. The air's thick with smoke, dreams and musk. A love like ours, it don't decay, but it sure gets lost along the way. Oh, along the way. There's a ghost in the glass, it's her lipstick stain. The bartender wipes it, but the mark remains. He's seen it all, this amber parade. Where the whiskey whispers and memories fade. The bartender knows her name, like the crackle of a flame. Every pour, every story's the same. But oh, I'll never forget the ice clink soft, like a clock unwound. Each sip a journey where lost souls are found. He polishes the bar, hums a tune so slow, as if he's polishing secrets we'll never know. He's got wisdom in his rag and solace in his hand. The bartender knows her name, like a shadow in the frame. Velvet nights, though the spark never came, still, oh, I'll always remember. Cigar smoke curls like a lover's sigh. Hammond hums while the sax replies. Velvet seating where the past takes hold, a romance too fleeting, too bittersweet to fold.